You think Harvard's a better school than UH? Do you think a person with the same grades who goes to Harvard might learn more than someone who goes to UH? Do you think someone who goes to UCLA might get a better education than someone from UH?
No, I don't.
Really?
I think they screen the students. That's the key.
What do you mean?
They screen the students to have the ones that have the higher test scores and the higher.
You're saying people who went to UCLA are just better students than people who went to UH?
They were screened and then let into an exclusive university. And the reason why they're seen as having a higher education is because of the short supply of that UCLA degree. You know it really means something because they only allow the top of the top, and they got 50,000 people who apply every year for 4,000 spots. If you're one of the few who made those 4,000 spots in the incoming freshman year, I want you because you got in. I don't think it's because UCLA is a better school than UH. And if it is, it's marginally.
You think it's strictly the screening process, not the teachers? The teachers don't feel the same way. You think it's strictly the screening process, not the fact that you have a number of people who have passed the screening process together where they can all be together and learn more together. You think it's not the money that goes into the system where they have more resources to teach or more resources to learn, or the proximity to places where they can learn?
No, I don't.
None of this comes into play. It's strictly the screening process.
I think a large majority is the screening process, and it doesn't depend on money. More money doesn't equal a better education. More money means there might be like more facilities for like an athletic center that people get to go work out at. That's a big draw for students. Look at this student rec center. We've got 12 different courts, but that doesn't mean that education's better. It just means you got more buildings. You can get just as good as an education online. You could watch YouTube. You could watch Jordan Peterson on YouTube give lectures to his students and learn just as much as you could actually being there enrolled at UCLA or whatever university.
Do you have an accountant?
Yeah, I do.
You graduate from YouTube?
You cannot get a credential. I do.
You graduate from YouTube?
No.
Do you have a plumber?
I do.
Did he graduate from YouTube?
He references it sometimes.
Did he graduate from YouTube?
That argument is like saying, did he graduate from an Orange? YouTube's not an accredited university, but you could get the classes from an accredited university onto YouTube.
Look, I'll argue with you about education if you promise not to use the word accredited. If you use real words, I'll promise you, I'll talk to you about education. Well, we could stop the conversation on semantics, but it's not going to help us get to a resolution. Okay. The resolution is to talk about education, and you can get just as good as just as good of an education watching lectures as opposed to being there at the actual lecture. You can get it. I mean, it's just not true.
How is it not?
This is not true. I mean, I don't.
Saying it's not true doesn't mean it's not true. If Marcus Landsberg says it's not true, doesn't mean, oh wait guys, everybody, it's not true. Landsberg says it's not true. Let's just pack it in for the day.
You said it's true.
I think you could get a comparable, let's correct it, a comparable education.
Think doesn't mean it's not true.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm Nick. Let's pack it in for the day. I mean.